coming up this week on Interlock's Outthere.
I'm having a blast here in New Hampshire. First getting to learn all different things about bears, feeding the Canadian jays.
It started with a dream, a vision and a passion, but 8 years old already put it into action. Who knew back then the outcome would be me with my own show on national TV? Learned to love the outdoors from my dad as a kid, and that kept me out of trouble, so I'm thankful I did. From doing projects in high school to being field producer, never lost focus on my goals, on my future. Now I travel around the country, stalking my prey, from deer frogs in Buffalo to record-sized rays. Let's go out there, out there, out there. Let's go out.
We just arrived here in beautiful New Hampshire. It is so gorgeous out today. And Jamie is over there with Paul, and they are dialing in my bow so that I'm ready to kill a bear tomorrow.
New Hampshire is one of those places that most people don't think about when it comes to hunting. The state's mostly known for its endless roads used for ATV riding in the summer and snowmobile riding in the winter.
Once I make a little adjustment, is I'll just tap on my scope, and that'll settle everything in before you shoot it.
Okay.
I was once told that the state is full of wildlife and hunting opportunities. When our friend Jamie invited Camryn and I to his place to chase bears, what could we say? Surely we couldn't say no.
By the look of that Luminoc, I'm ready to go. Dad has a few bears mounted in the house, and I always thought it would be cool to shoot one myself. It would be an adventure for sure. First time ever being in New Hampshire. First time getting out to go on a bear hunt. I am super excited. We loaded up the truck and headed to the North Woods to hang out with a family friend in hopes of getting a bear and having a good time making memories.
So you almost want to be right in this spot, but the most important thing is you've got to make sure he's either quartering away or straight on.
Okay.
If he's quartering to you like this, don't take that shot. Because if you only get one lung, they just keep going.
I will be using an Interlock EXP. Now these things put huge holes in the animal. So if a bear walks out in front of me, he's in big trouble. Now thanks to Jamie and Paul, my Excalibur is dialed in. So now I gotta get a good night's rest because we have a big day planned tomorrow. We woke up to a gorgeous day. And I was really glad for that because we were gonna go see some local sites and learn about some of the traditions in New Hampshire before we hit the woods. Jamie drove me and Dad around a little bit to go see some cool sights, and we ended up on this huge hill. We fed some birds called Canadian jays, and boy was that fun. Smile on my face feeding those birds, and so did Dad. After feeding the birds, we headed down the mountain. But before we headed into town, we had one more quick stop. I'm having a blast here in New Hampshire. First getting to learn all different things about bears, feeding the Canadian jays, and now seeing this 171 feet high old ski jump. It is so cool and looks so much fun.
It was really special for me to just kind of sit back for once and kind of take it all in.
Great Northwoods Getaway was a great place to stay during our hunt. They let us stay in these cabins, which were cozy and comfy. One thing I learned from Jamie was that bears have terrible eyesight, but they have a great sense of smell. And we know that the bear are gonna circle us before coming into the bait. So we need to make sure that Dad and I's clothes and gear is completely scent free.
Interlocks Outthere is brought to you by Outdoor Edge, field-proven knives and game processing kits to get the job done fast. Interlocks Outthere is brought to you by AMS Bow Fishing, Luminoc, Light 'em Up, Umarex Air, Axion Optics, Black Widow Deer Lures, Sniper Hunting Products, Bristol Motor Speedway, and these proud sponsors.
Finally, it's time for me to head to the stand for my first bear hunt.
We had about a 20-minute drive to get to the farm where Wally was going to meet us, and just listening to Jamie and Cammy communicate about the hunt was really cool.
Have you seen any bears around where we're going?
Yeah, so you got one boar that's coming in pretty consistent about an hour before sunset, and he's hanging out there for about an hour.
I gotta be honest, I had a lot of butterflies in my stomach, and I just couldn't imagine what was going through Camryn's head as we headed to the farm.
I am super excited. It's my first bear hunt. I'm a little nervous, but I think we can get it done. We arrived at the farm and Wally was there, Jamie's dad. He had bait for the bear, and I was ready.
Hopefully you can get him to come right in tonight and get it done. It's the only one I've seen come in, so he looks like a good one.
I'm excited. Hot, but excited. This is my first time of the year, isn't it?
Yeah. Day one here in New Hampshire. Jamie and Wally just got us put in what a great looking spot. 16 yards to the barrel, so Cammy should be able to make that with the Excalibur. Let's see if we can.
The bugs are bad.
Oh, Cammy hates the bugs. He's already been crying. They're murdering her. But we're gonna get through it. Super excited.
We got in the stand, and gosh, did it look like a great spot.
Into the hunt, I noticed a white thing heading our way, and I knew it couldn't have been a black bear. It turned out it was a coyote.
This bear hunt was about to turn into a coyote hunt real quick.
We watched the coyote for a couple of hours. A raccoon and a gray fox even came by as well. Then all of a sudden, everything just left, and Dad told me to be ready. In came a big old bear. Dad taught me to never shoot a bear that was quartered in two. It should always be broadside. And this bear either was walking towards us or walking away from us, and I could never get a good shot. Finally, the bear gave me a good shot, but Dad told me not to shoot. He was running out of light. I may not have gotten that bear, but I still had a great day because I met one of the Northwoods Law guys.
All right, so that's our Northwoods Law, and then you got my address because we're gonna trade.
Okay.
All right, you good? All right, nice to meet you, Camryn.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
We really appreciate what they do to protect us, and especially our animals.
For more behind-the-scenes footage, photos, and information on Corey and Camryn, be sure to check out our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages or log on to interlocksoutthere.com.
A lot of times I'm getting 15, 20 coons a night coming in at the same time, which means I get about 400 to 1,000 coon pictures a night. With the face recognition system that's inside of a sniper hunting product, I don't get that. I have it set for deer only. So all those raccoon pictures are on my SD card, but they're not being sent to my cell phone.
Well, on the morning of day 3, Dad decided to go turkey hunting, and he missed. And he missed again.
I missed twice.
Then we decided to go fishing. He caught nothing, and I caught one. So after some turkey missing and catching a little bit of fish, we headed back into the woods. Unfortunately for us, the bear didn't show up, and he didn't show up the next few nights.
We just got up in the stand, a brand new location. This place is alive. All we need is one black bear. Maybe we'll get lucky and this bear will show up this morning. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. That's called hunting.
So, is there any way you can stay one more night?
What do you mean?
Well, I might have called in a favor from Tommy, the guy you hunted with last night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's opening day with bear, with dogs. If we can put it all together, it'd be awesome to get you guys down there.
Are you
And
serious?
he's totally cool with it.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Well, I got some great news. Jamie told us that he called our friend Tommy that we hunted with last night and said that we can go over dogs tomorrow. I am super excited. I haven't got a bear yet this week. So we're going to call Mom now and ask her if we can stay an extra day, and cross your fingers for me that she says we can stay. So let's call her. Mom, I have to ask you something. Is it okay if we stay an extra day?
Yes.
So we put together a big hunt using Tom's dogs. Maybe this would be the way I could get my first bear. You see, how this works is they have the dogs on a leash and they try to find a scent. Once the dogs find it, they track down the bear and chase it up the tree. The place Tom had taken us was a big standing cornfield, and right in the center was a farmer's nightmare. This is the damage that bears do to like cornfields. They will just walk right through and destroy it. All the corn around us is still standing, but here it's all laid over and the corn is just completely eaten and disgusting. So we're gonna see if we can kill the bear who did this. Immediately when we got here, the dogs started freaking out. So we let them loose and they ran right in. We could tell by the GPS that they have all tightened up and already jumped the bear. So it's only a matter of time until we can go rule the woods.
Something just happened there. They're kind of doubling back on themselves or something here. We'll wait a minute, see what's going to go on.
A few hours and 17 miles later, the dogs had the bear coming right towards us. So we hopped out of the trucks and bolted down the road with no gun. And the bear pops right out in front of us. That was so scary. So all we could see right here, right about right here, this big black thing run out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a big dog. And I look at him like, holy crap, that's a bear.
Yeah.
So we're calling in his dogs, and we got some fresh dogs coming in over in this wood to see if they can track down the bear. After the bear ran right across the road, Tom and his guys had a plan in mind. They got the old dogs out and put in some new ones, and the hunt was on. Unfortunately, though, the bear jumped in a river, and the dogs lost its track. So the hunt was over.
So today the bear won. The bear won today, but listen, tomorrow, guys, we're gonna throw you at him again, all right? We have a little pep talk here. Listen, that's my daughter, one I love more than anything in this world, and I want her to kill a bear. I need you to dig deep tomorrow, all right? When we throw you out there, I need you to dig deep, all right? I want you to get after him. I want you to get him up a tree, all right? And preferably an oak tree with no branches. They're gonna sleep on it, all right? And tomorrow, there's no way that the bear's gonna get away. All right, there's no I in team, guys. All right, there's no I in team.
Products seen on today's show can be purchased at mikesarchery.com. Interlocks Outthere is brought to you by Excalibur Crossbows, Wildlife, Influence Your Legacy, Honda Generators, The Blind Turtle, Interlock Broadheads, Deadly by Design, Kentucky Speedway, and these proud sponsors. It's now time for Cammy's Corner, powered by Outthere Air.
I travel a lot with my dad, and I usually have my Outthere air gun with me. I always have it in a case. Why? Because it keeps it safe and protected. Also, out of sight and out of mind.
Tune in next week for another edition of Cammy's Corner, powered by Outthere Air USA.
This was our last day in New Hampshire, no matter what. We had already extended our trip a couple days. Tom had a game plan, and guess what? It worked. We just got here, and they already have a bear treed, so it's game on.
You are. Oh yeah. She can put on
Yeah, you can just put it on your lap too. That's fine with me. Okay, hold on, Camryn. Just go ahead and throw it. I'm on the bear.
right where his head meets his neck, where he's moving around. If you shoot him right there, he's not going to go anywhere.
Got it.
Okay? Whenever you're ready, whenever you're comfortable.
Squeeze the trigger.
Nice shot. Good shot. Nice shot. Good shot. Good shot. Go get your bear, baby.
I was super proud of my little girl.
I got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you so goddamn hard. Man, I was praying so hard for you to get one. Oh, Camry, I'm so excited. You are something else. Believe me, Cammy, they only made one. And you are something else. Yeah.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta load it up. Tell my mom.
Yeah, I will.
All right. Love you. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Yeah, right back. Bye-bye.
I was doing double duty. I was being a father and a producer this trip, and I gotta tell you, the highs are the highs, the lows are the lows. Just because you put a bucket of donuts out doesn't mean you're always gonna kill a bear. Just because you have some of the best dogs in the country doesn't mean you're always gonna kill a bear.
I just want to thank everybody here, especially Tom, not only for helping me get this bear, but for serving our country. He's not only just a great man, he is also a veteran.
Tom's an Army veteran and somebody that's got a lot of respect for our country and for bears.
Fish and Wildlife is here. They're checking out the bear.
Yeah, with any of our bears, we'll get obviously all the hunting data associated with your licensing, and then we'll do some bear biological, data gathering from it. Ultimately, we'll take a tooth too, and next year, if you're curious, you can give me a shout. I'll give you my card and give me a call. We'll be able to tell how old the bear is too. So. Congrats on your bear.
Thank you.
Yeah, glad you had some success out here, and safe travels getting back home.
Thank you. And they signed the card. We did it. I finally got my first bear. I was so excited, but I couldn't have done it without the help of all of our friends. Thank you, Jamie, Nicole, Paul, and Wally, and all of your friends as well. I had such a special trip with my dad, and I really hope I can come back again.
We had so much fun, and it was because of one individual putting it all together, and that was you, Jamie Woodward. Thank you so much for all you did for Cammy, and thank you to your wife and to all your friends for doing what you did for my little girl. It's something I'll never forget. Made a lot of friends on this trip.
Let's take a look at this new makeup.
Oh, that's
line
awesome.
Found it on the ground. Tom, you can't have any more fires in that barrel.
Interlocks Outthere is powered by Ag Pro.